I've spent my life uncovering the hidden stories of our people. And today, we're diving into the extraordinary life of Marcus Garvey. You see, when we talk about the roots of Black pride and self-determination, we can't help but find ourselves face to face with this Jamaican-born visionary. Now, let me tell you, Garvey wasn't just any ordinary man. Born on August 17th, 1887, in St. Anne's Bay, Jamaica, he grew up in a world where the shadows of colonialism still loomed large. But Garvey, he had a fire in his belly that wouldn't be extinguished. You know, it's fascinating to think about how a young boy from a modest family could grow up to shake the very foundations of Black consciousness worldwide. As a historian, I've always been intrigued by those pivotal moments that shape a person's destiny. For Garvey, it was his early exposure to racial discrimination and economic inequality that set him on his path. Now, let's talk about how Garvey transformed from a young man with a dream into a leader of a global movement. In 1914, Garvey returned to Jamaica with a mission. He founded the Universal Negro Improvement Association, or UNIA. Now, don't let that formal name fool you. This wasn't just another organization. It was the beginning of a revolution in Black consciousness. The UNIA's goals were ambitious: to promote unity, to build self-reliance, to uplift the entire African diaspora. You know, it's fascinating to think about the courage it took to start such a movement in 1914. The world was on the brink of a great war. Colonialism was still in full swing.
My fellow brothers and sisters, true freedom isn't just about legal rights. It's about dignity, about pride in our heritage, about economic independence. To break the chains of oppression, we must first believe in ourselves.
When Garvey arrived in Harlem in 1916, he stepped into a world ripe for change. You see, the Great Migration was in full swing, with thousands of Black folks moving from the rural South to northern cities. Harlem was becoming the cultural capital of Black America, a melting pot of ideas and ambitions. And into this vibrant scene walked Marcus Garvey with his message of Black pride and self-reliance. Now, let me tell you, Garvey's words fell on eager ears. His charismatic speeches, his unapologetic celebration of Blackness, it was like a lightning bolt of inspiration. But Garvey, he wasn't content with just talking. No, sir. He wanted to turn words into action. And that's where the Black Star Line comes in. Thousands of people bought shares in the Black Star Line comes in. Thousands of people bought shares in the Black Star Line, investing their hard-earned money in this dream of Black self-sufficiency. Now, we know that the Black Star Line ultimately faced numerous challenges and didn't succeed as Garvey had hoped. Now, as any student of history knows, visionaries often face opposition. And Marcus Garvey? He was no exception. In 1923, Garvey was convicted of mail fraud in connection with the Black Star Line. Was it a legitimate charge or a politically motivated attempt to silence a powerful voice? After serving part of his sentence, Garvey was deported back to Jamaica in 1927. Back in Jamaica and later in London, Garvey continued his work. He founded the People's Political Party in Jamaica, advocating for social and economic reforms. Now, Garvey passed away in 1940, but his ideas, they lived on. They inspired civil rights leaders. They fueled independence movements in Africa. They shaped the thinking of Black intellectuals and activists for generations. You see, Garvey's legacy isn't just in what he achieved in his lifetime. It's in the seeds he planted, the minds he opened, the pride he instilled. When I look at the Black consciousness movements of the 60s and 70s, when I see the ongoing struggle for racial equality and economic justice, I see echoes of Garvey's vision, his call for unity, his emphasis on economic self-reliance, his unapologetic celebration of Black culture and heritage. These ideas continue to resonate today. And isn't that the mark of a true visionary? Someone whose ideas transcend their own time, continuing to inspire and challenge us decades later. As we come to the end of our journey through Marcus Garvey's life, I can't help but reflect on the power of his vision. You know, in my years of researching family histories and tracing the roots of our shared past, I've encountered many remarkable individuals. But Garvey, he stands out. Not just for what he achieved, but for the ripple effects of his ideas that continue to shape our world today. his famous words, "Up, you mighty race, accomplish what you will," still ring true, challenging us to reach for greatness, to believe in our potential. As we face the ongoing struggles for equality and justice in our own time, Garvey's life reminds us of the power of vision, of unity, of unapologetic pride in our heritage. It reminds us that the journey towards true freedom and equality is ongoing, that each generation must pick up the torch and carry it forward. So, I leave you with this thought. What will be your contribution to this unfinished journey? How will you honor the legacy of visionaries like Marcus Garvey? Because, folks, the story of our people is still being written, and each one of us has a part to play in shaping the chapters to come. Remember, the roots Garvey planted run deep, nourishing new growth with each passing year. It's up to us to tend to those roots, to help them flourish, and to ensure that the mighty tree of Black empowerment continues to grow strong and tall. Up, you mighty race, accomplish what you will. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe and follow the Afro Diaspora Connection.